Come, let us prepare. Make some good profits today. Market left us big clues right here. For the past week, I've been telling you not to short this. Understanding how 5-day can trend up together with upper Bollinger right there. You have to listen to me. You can watch the videos from yesterday, chaining up my thought process throughout the week so you can understand it better. But it's okay. This is how we learn together, isn't it? Now, at 11:46, which is about here, I already started talking about a squeeze. Right, you see, this is at 11:46 here, timestamp. Well, figuratively speaking, this is, well, not technically a squeeze, but for easier and quicker understanding, I had to use the word squeeze, but you understand that here. Now at 12:20 again, 12:20 is right here. I talked about the squeeze once again, and I will explain to you why we saw the squeeze using the algorithms. I will explain that to you. Because in the third point here, which was 12:27, this one, 12:27, I will explain that to you. And this was finally when I said that it's soaking up the sellers. This is why I'm interested in the squeeze. And you see it for yourself how we started squeezing up here. And very simply, it's just understanding the simple structure here at 10:37. Now, this was long before it happened. And all because you understood how to be looking out for that pink algorithm here. Look, grabbing the liquidity near to that yellow and giving out that beautiful squeeze right there. Absolutely beautiful. And a big part of understanding that is this magenta here, where the magenta was soaking up the sellers. Understanding this magenta is very, very crucial, because prior to that, I explained, and I tried to explain how this is tapering here. With the magenta, you see magenta in control. This was at 10:49. 10:49 was here. This was 10:49. You already saw how magenta started taking control here, isn't it? And you see even as it dug a little deeper here. And this was when I told you that a deeper structure here, this was very, very precious. Understanding who's in control here, which I further explained a little later at 12:27 here. Take a look, 12:27. Once you understand the algorithms, you cannot unsee it anymore. Where I explained, this is 12:27. Where I explain that you don't see the strong seller on the rejection of magenta. And it's technically soaking up the sellers. And we are interested in the squeeze, as I explained to you. Why will there be a squeeze, and why are we soaking up sellers? It's quite easy to understand this, because firstly, you understand the magenta. It's just holding the taper. Secondly, you don't see the strong seller appearing. Thirdly, you see the bullish control algorithms, as I've explained to you with the pink and the teal algorithm. And lastly, it's because we are close to where there's plenty of short orders here. And you see that this is the area where you have plenty of short orders. And I've explained this throughout the entire week, how with more shorting, it will fuel up this particular squeeze right here at this point. And you can watch yesterday's video. I explained it a little more. Otherwise, this is what I explained here from yesterday's video, right? So yesterday's video, link in the description, I explained several reasons why shorting this may not be the best idea yet. You have to watch it. I know some of you are struggling, but do me a favor, just stop trading real money at the meantime. Practice paper trading. Practice just watching the videos every single day. Just practice trading with the algorithms. And I promise you, focus on getting better at this skill. Practice, learn, study, review as much as you can. Watch the daily videos. That's just basically how you should be doing it before you start committing real money into something that you do not fully understand as yet. So you have to understand this better. And the best way to do that is to just trade with me every single day. It will enhance your understanding, especially with the live analysis, chaining up the thought process, watching the videos, starting from yesterday's video, linking to the day before and the day prior. And from there, you understand my thought process. And from there, you are able to chain up the plays so it helps to improve in your trading. So please take some time, review, study. I know some of you are struggling, and the solution to that is to stop trading and start learning. You don't have to force yourself to trade. You don't have to rush this. If you want this to be a lifetime skill, and it will be, you need to focus on learning this. You need to focus on scaling up slowly, on finding progress consistently, and that comes with practice, that comes with studying, that comes with review. So especially some of you who are still adamant on shorting this, even though I've been explaining to you all the macro concepts here, you have to watch the videos. Watch them to the point where we went long here, or even when I was telling you to incrementally start putting in your long positions as we were trending down the bottom Bollinger as well, especially once the 5-day starts to plateau. Please do watch the videos and have better understanding. You cannot be trading without knowledge or understanding of what you're trying to do. This is not gambling. You may get good results once or twice infrequently, and you know that it is mostly luck, and the next time it happens, you'll probably lose more than you have made. This is not what we're trying to do here. What we're trying to do is to consistently find profits in the charts and to feed your family daily. And we can do this for the rest of our lives. So please promise me, focus. You can do better than this. And it all starts by first understanding that you are learning. Primarily learning, not trading. Even for myself, I'm learning from the market every single day. I'm learning from you as a trader every single day. This is why I ask you to share your trades so that I can learn from you. I learn from every trader. And likewise, if you're Discord members, learn from each other. That's the best way to learn, because we are hijacking each other's learning experience when we empathize and when we study each other's trades. Now, where do we go from here? Importantly, I want you to pay close attention. Once again, we are still in that buying continuation structure, isn't it? Whether it's in the orange or incrementally in the green as well on the way up. And this all started because we broke out from this inverse head and shoulder pattern from here. And this was where it started. We had buying continuation and we were still tapering in that orange there. Now, if we are truly tapering, you will not miss it. And let me explain to you, because if we start to continue buying up here, we can very, very easily just grind up the orange, and that makes things very difficult to trade. So you just have to be more careful here. Today we're lucky because we have a very key structure here once we soak up all the sellers, and there was just this one beautiful trade to give us that beautiful move right there. And there was another beautiful move on the break of that magenta, if you managed to catch it as well. Absolutely beautiful trade. But you paid close attention tomorrow. If there's some pullback, everyone's hoping for a pullback for some reason. You just have to be careful. Trader structure demands. Look out for that yellow 697. If there is any pullback, it has to grab the liquidity here from this current magenta algorithm here. On the 30-minute chart, this will be quite clear from the blue right here. So look out. If the market wants to grab liquidity, it has to do so from that 697 yellow, and you look out for either the orange or the blue liquidity right there. Now there is a larger liquidity for the bears if this wants to head down, and it has to come from this blue liquidity here. By then you would have already seen your orange turn into some sort of resistance. You would have seen 697 yellow already being rejected on the range, and most importantly, you will want to see that 5-day moving average starting to catch up, and then becomes a magnet for where the liquidity will be. Plenty of confirmations you can wait for if this wants to dump. Now, if there's going to be massive dump, remember what I told you in yesterday's video. The massive dump liquidity will have to come and wait for this, and this is about 20 points away, mind you. So you have plenty of confirmation you have to first await, mostly with the blue algorithm here, and with the orange here, you can wait for 5-day to turn into inverse cup here, turn into resistance before it starts pushing down from this orange algorithm here, before we start to even retest this level here. It's plenty of steps. You can afford to wait. So many confirmation you can look out for. So you don't have to force this. The only trouble right now is if we do trend up like that, it may be difficult to trade for Thursday and Friday, so you just have to pay close attention to that. Now, one big clue today was in the break of that blue and turning it into support. You notice it was resistance yesterday and it became support today, especially with that green buying them here, giving that push up, and we started tapering near to the end right before we started pushing up again. And this was the magenta I was talking about, where it started to soak up the sellers and the liquidity there. Not so easy to see on the 30-minute, but it will only make sense once you're able to translate this into the 1-minute chart, isn't it? And so this is what it means. Very importantly, trade as structured demands, and you have to learn to identify the algorithms and trade as structured demands from here. Do me a favor, watch yesterday's video, watch the video before that, chain up the plays from one day to another. I have daily videos, check them out, especially this. We went long here. You have to understand why. So check out 6-7 videos prior to this. You understand this. Check out all the videos on the way down when this started dumping, so you can understand my thought process from there. Now, the thing is, I make videos almost every day. I trade every single day. So you can understand my thought process from here to here to here to here to here. And if you're a Discord member, end of day summary. Every single day I was trading or giving analysis right there. You can check it out right all the way back. 5 years worth even. So you can continue to study, understand how we got it from here all the way down and back up again. The thought process and how to be learning to identify the algorithms and trading as structure demand. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I will see you closer to opening bell.